Another day, another carbon fiber mod for the C8Z06. And this stack of carbon fiber right here just so happens to be the mod. Let's talk about it. So obviously by now, guys, you know I'm a pretty big fan of carbon fiber, but this particular piece, I've been waiting for this since I got my Z06. This is something I really wanted specifically for car shows because of how often you can, pop your frunk, pop your trunk, show off all that stuff, but it's from factory kind of boring. I've always wanted to add this particular piece on there, and there was only one supplier that I knew of that had it, but in my opinion, it was a little bit overpriced. So when Extreme Online Store came out with it, I was like, yeah, it's time. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing installed because you're gonna love it. I know it, I've seen it one time in person and I absolutely love the way it looked. It just brings that show car quality, that show car, I've done something different with my car to the aspect of the car show. So it's really, it's cool looking. I'm excited to get it installed. Let's go ahead and install this thing. Yeah, I'm pumped. And I know it's kind of weird, but car mods get me excited, what can I say? All right, so one of the last things to do, because this is not the last, but it's getting there. One of the last things to do with the carbon fiber on the C8Z06 is, of course, the frunk trim. I've been super excited about doing this on the frunk because this is really one of those pieces that if you have your frunk open, which I do a lot at the car shows because of the carbon fiber piece that I'll have in there with my Horsepower Obsessed YouTube channel name on it, this from factory doesn't look great. It's just plastic and kind of blah. And as you can see in here, guys, this is what I'm talking about. So just kind of plasticky, nothing super fancy about it. Yeah, this whole thing is going to be replaced with carbon fiber. And this shield right here is kind of what I was talking about with the car show aspect, but this part is actually going to be carbon fiber as well. This one's just kind of a placeholder until I get a nicer carbon fiber piece in there. So once I get that carbon fiber, and all of this will be carbon fiber, yeah, it's gonna look pretty freaking good. So of course that's where this piece comes in from Extreme Online Store. As usual, guys, the quality of these things is really top notch. Check out the link down below where you can actually buy this from my store. It's the same price as from Extreme Online, but you'll help out my channel here if you buy it from the website instead. So it'll still ship directly from Extreme Online Store and you'll still get the same exact kind of really good quality stuff. But yeah, it helps me out. Anyway, I'm gonna show you guys how to install it because it is somewhat of an install, but at the same time, super easy. Anybody can do this. You don't really even need any tools. You just have to have the ability to yank out some clips, and that's pretty much gonna do it. As you can see with the side part of the front covering here on the back side, there are spots for the clips, but there are no clips on it. So we're gonna have to take off the stuff that's on the car now and transplant the clips over, and then just kind of pop this stuff back into place. Like I said, not a horrible install. All right, so first step is gonna be removing the pieces that are here first. So the side parts here, these little pieces on the sides, these are gonna be the first ones we remove. So you're gonna just wanna grab them and basically yank straight towards the car with them to dislodge the clips. Just like that. Now, you can see on the bottom here, this is the factory clips. We're gonna be removing these to put into the new carbon fiber pieces. And just for comparison's sake, here is the carbon fiber piece with the tabs on the back where you're going to slide in all of the clips. So the first clip that we showed on screen from the plastic one will go right on here, same exact way. It'll just push down into place. And again, for the third one up, we'll just go ahead, push it on here and push it straight down, just like you would on the plastic one if they ever came out. So we'll do that on all the pieces moving forward, and then we're ready to reinstall. And then we're going to remove the passenger side one the same exact way. Grab and pull directly towards the front of the car, dislodge all those clips. And again, on the back side, we're going to remove these clips and transplant them over to the carbon fiber pieces. Now, the bigger piece in the back is ultimately more of the same. It's just held on with a couple clips. We're just going to reach underneath it, pop it up, and then pull it out. This is also where your battery is located, right in this area here. So we'll just grab, pull up, just like that. Same thing over here. Make sure all the clips are separated from up top. And then once they're all out, this piece will lift right out just like the other ones. Now the back side of the bigger piece, there are 2 new clips. So we'll have 2 yellow ones on each end as well. So those will ultimately also be transplanted over. There are a couple other little metal ones just like on the side pieces as well. You're just going to move all the clips over. And just for comparison, here's what we're looking at. So this is the stock plastic textured piece compared to the carbon fiber part from EOS. Really going to dress up the engine bay, really look nice under there for car show purposes. Lastly is the trim right here in the front, and it's more of the same. You are going to grab and pull is basically how you get it out of there. It's just held in with a bunch of clips. Just like that. And on the back side, more of the same. There's a couple of these metal clips we'll have to remove, and again 2 more yellow clips that transplant over to the carbon fiber part. And then once again, the stock black plastic piece compared to the aftermarket carbon fiber part. So you can see, obviously going to dress it up a good bit for the car shows. Super easy to install, mostly just clips and plastic clips, but it's going to look a lot nicer underneath that frunk. With all of these pieces off, you guys can kind of use this as an opportunity to scope things out if you haven't seen this before. Obviously, we have a couple things residing under here. We got the strut towers, the battery, which my anti-gravity battery is still going strong, the front end lift, hydraulic fluid if you need to get access to it, and relatively easy access to the back side of your headlights, things like that. I'm going to use this opportunity to go ahead and clean up a couple of the spots under here, just because obviously they don't get cleaned that often, given that they are underneath other pieces of plastic, but that's just how I am. I'm a little bit obsessed, we'll say. So we got all the clips transferred over from the black plastic one to the new carbon fiber piece, and you can see here, clips are all in place, including the yellow clips. Now, you can see from the back of this thing, just like usual with EOS stuff, this is carbon fiber through and through. It is not a laminate. It is not fiberglass underneath. It is real carbon fiber on the top and bottom. So we'll go ahead and put this in now. This part's going to be the part that runs in the front of the trunk or frunk. We should just be able to snap it into place just like we took out the stock one. Now bear in mind, this one is obviously less flexible because it is carbon fiber, so that should make installation a little bit fun. Okay, just like that, it is in place. That one was a little bit more difficult than the stock unit because it is super rigid, whereas the stock one is real pliable plastic, but we got it in, no problems. So the next step is going to be the big piece that covers up the battery and the area up there, and here it is. So again, looking gorgeous in carbon fiber, but we did go ahead and get the clips, of course, moved over on this one as well. So we'll just go ahead and pop these into place. Pretty much just like that. These clips are real easy on this one, so they pop pretty much right into place. So we'll just get the side pieces in, and then we are pretty much done with this project. Last step is the little trim pieces here, and you can see those are going to pop right in, right over there, and finish up this whole thing. So again, all the clips have been transplanted over from the stock parts, and we'll just push this in and we're done. And here we go, guys. So the carbon fiber surround from EOS put in with the trunk cover or front cover from C8 Rally Driver, all carbon fiber bits, all center weaved. So they got the whole, so they got the line right there all the way down to the front, all carbon fibered out. Now my HPO logo is going to go right here for car show purposes, but look how good that looks. Man, that's how this stuff should have come. I'm going to pull it outside so I can give you guys a better look in the light. It's cold out there, but it's light at least. So you'll be able to see exactly how much this thing pops. And here it is, guys. I didn't actually even have to pull it out. All I had to do is just remove the blocking from my window there. Usually I block that off during videos just to make sure that the light's not killing the shot, but in this case, it actually it helps a little bit. Now it is like 23 degrees outside, so I don't want to do this for too long, but at the same time, guys, check this thing out. All that carbon fiber, and eventually I'm going to put my Horsepower Obsessed logo on there, just like I had on the other one that I was using in there, but all of this is carbon fiber now. So center weaved from the top down, center weave, center weave, center weave, and now with the new RSC splitter, also center weaved. This thing is looking fantastic, guys. Check that out. Like I said in the beginning, I am super excited for this because it just really screams show car, but more importantly, it screams, yeah, this car is special. And yes, it's pretty expensive because now it's got the appropriate amount of carbon fiber everywhere, in my opinion, and I don't think it gets better than that. All right, so anyway, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. So if you liked this particular video and the way that this thing looks now with all that carbon fiber, I love it. Every piece of carbon fiber I add to this car just makes me feel like we're doing something right. We're bringing this car up to the right level. So if you guys agree, smash the thumbs up button. Check out the link in the description down below if you want to grab one of these for yourselves. Like I said, I'll have it on my website, but it will ship directly from Extreme Online Store. And if you buy it from my website, it does help out the channel. So I would definitely recommend that you do that if you're gonna grab this thing for yourself. So anyway, guys, subscribe if you haven't yet. If you want to see more cool content like this, I got a ton coming. And as always, guys, stay obsessed.